Hello, everyone. It's Melissa Faust from stampwithmelissa.com here. Welcome to my Tuesday night live video. It is Tuesday, April 11th, 2023 at 5 p.m. Central Time if you're watching this live. If you aren't catching me live and you're watching the replay, please leave a comment, say hello. Let me know that you're watching the replay so I can come back and say hi to you. Welcome, though, to tonight's live video, which I also run as a class. This is live streaming to both Facebook and YouTube. So as you join, please say hello. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Keisha. Welcome to both of you. Yeah, it's a pretty exciting day here in Minnesota because it's like 80 degrees. So I know I saw pictures that Alicia posted. She was sitting outside and enjoying it. I'm going to go on a really nice long walk after my live tonight that I can't wait for. All day at work today, I just kept thinking like, oh, I get to go on a walk tonight. I'm going on a walk tonight. It's going to be nice. I don't even have to wear a coat, you know? Yeah, so it's been pretty awesome. So, all right, well, I am going to go ahead and just get started. Why the heck not, right? I have a couple of announcements for you before we dive into tonight's projects. So let me start with those, okay? So the first thing, if you are on my email newsletter, you would have seen that today I sent out in my newsletter that I have updated my PDF and digital downloads store. So if there is a past class that I did or something and you are interested in getting the PDF for that, you can check that out in my PDF store. And I also am offering, for the first time ever, Stampin' Blends labels. So I wanted to kind of show you what they look like. I'll flip my camera down and show you two, but these are two of mine. These are the Azure Afternoon, which is a new color. So exciting. And these are what the labels look like. So these are available for digital download from my online store. Anybody in the world can buy them. There is no physical product. I won't print and send them to you. So you will need to actually print them out yourself. Okay. All right. So, let me drop that. I'm going to drop the link in, but I am going to flip my camera down here. Oh, Alicia printed hers this morning. It probably took me, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes or an hour to add them to all of my blends. And I am a demonstrator, obviously, so I have all of the new colors as well. And so it's kind of a nice thing if you don't have all the blends colors. Azure Afternoon, Keisha. If you don't have all the blends colors, it's kind of a nice document to print and then, kind of use as a guide for, did I buy that one yet or not? So this is what the labels look like once they're on your blends. You can see I've got the light and the dark here. And I actually am including two labels so you can put them on both sides of your caps. And this just makes it a lot easier. Hey, Mom. Makes it a lot easier when you are if you have storage like I do where your blends sit flat, in their little, yeah, you're welcome, Keisha, where they sit flat in like their storage holder. It's really hard to tell what color it is just by looking at the cap color. So that's why I like to add these. I have actually created and used these before for my own personal use. But this time I thought, you know what, I'm going to offer them to you in case you would like to get a pack as well. So check that out in my online store. I'll leave that up for ages, so whenever. But yeah, and then I will also, of course, update it with the new colors. Like next year when we get new in colors, I will update that as well. Okay. All right. So let me then show you some beautiful cards. So I received some beautiful Easter cards and a non-Easter but very beautiful card. So let me show you these. So this one was from Alicia Markford, who is here watching tonight. So cute with that bunny punch. And I love that hand-drawn dots background stamp in the back. And then she used the alphabet a la mode dies to add in Easter. And it's just so cute. I love that pastel. And Alicia, I'm proud of you for using Blushing Bride because I know it's not your favorite. So I'm proud of you for doing that. This next one is from my team member, Janet Sidaway from Utah, and it is gorgeous. I love that basket with the Easter eggs. So sweet. So thank you, Janet, for this one. And I love that detailed edging there too. And then this next one is from my customer and friend, Amy Carter. And look at this one. Isn't that fun? It's a fun fold. And she used the Sweet Citrus bundle and some beautiful, I forget the name of those embellishments, but some beautiful purple embellishments. And Amy actually sent me a box full of the vanilla, like the fruity Tootsie Rolls. Well, I really like the vanilla ones. And I mentioned that to her. So she sent me a box full of them with this card, which I thought was so sweet. So thank you for that, Amy. I am proud to announce that not all of them are gone. I just got it yesterday, but not all of the Tootsie Rolls are gone yet. Okay, so then real quick, I wanted to point out, hold on, let me get my bundle here. You might see the corner of my catalog here. But this bundle, this is the bundle we're using tonight, Legendary Ride. It is so very fun for masculine, and yeah, isn't the purple and the orange so cute together? I agree, Alicia. But this is so fun for masculine cards, and also you can make some really nice feminine cards with it. But I am offering a mystery craft box with this bundle, and registration closes tonight, okay? So if you would like to get registered for that, please send me a message or an email. My email can be found, I don't think it's in the description on Facebook, so let me pop it up on the screen real quick, but it is melissa@stampwithmelissa.com. Send me an email so we can get you registered tonight for the mystery craft box. You get to make 12 projects, so that's 2 each of 6 different designs. 5 of the designs are fun folds, and 1 of them is a box. So you'll get to make 2 boxes and 10 fun fold cards, which is super fun. And if you're not like over the moon about this bundle, you can still use the fun folds for lots of other things. You can, of course, sub out this bundle for something else that you already have or something else that you already want as well, okay? All right, so then let's talk about class this week because we're going to use this beautiful bundle this week. So this bundle can be found on pages 68 and 69 of the mini catalog. And it is so awesome because they are carrying this bundle over into the next annual catalog, which is super exciting, which means it's sticking around. Now, the suite itself is not, okay? So like the designer series paper is going away. These dots are going away, but the bundle is staying. It's not going to stay. I know, Alicia, I'm so excited. I can't wait till you see what the pillow gift is too. You're going to love it. I know you will. But the bundle pricing is going away. So if you want to save the 10% by buying this together, you're going to want to get it soon, like this month. And then they're also keeping the metal plate 3D embossing folder. Okay, so we're going to use this tonight. And we're also going to use the Sentimental Park stamp set, which is on page 33. I used this last week as well. It's kind of becoming my go-to sentiment set. I just love it. I love, there's a graduation one in here. There's baby, anniversary, birthday. Here it is. Birthday. There's big thanks. Lots of sentiments here. And it's just, I find myself going for it all the time when I want to use sentiments lately. So let's go ahead. I'm going to show you before we start today's class. So I got to move my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine because we are going to die cut tonight. Before that, I want to show you the 2 cards I've shared with this bundle already this week. So this was the card I shared on Monday. Look at that designer series paper just glisten in the background. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, it's so pretty. And then I added, oh, look at that though. My flame fell. Well, that's embarrassing. I must not have pushed it down when I tacked it on, huh? But anyway, I used Flirty Flamingo as my pink here. So cute. And then again, that Sentimental Park happy birthday greeting. And I just love how it shimmers. I love this paper so much because you don't have to use it with motorcycles either. So it's so super pretty. And then I used, I believe it's called the Elegant Border die from the online exclusive offerings. I used that for the bottom here. So there's that card. And then today's card is this one. And I kept it, okay, it's kind of simple, but kind of not, because I used all of the dies from this die set to create the motorcycle instead of stamping it. Now I do have on my blog post for this card that I shared today, I do have a diagram on there so you can see what pieces to cut in what order in order to assemble the bike, because I know it's a little scary, right? Until you try it, then you'll get it, I promise. But I do have that diagram on my site, so you can check that out. And you can see I've got that silver foil in there that sparkles, it shines. And some pale papaya because he's leaving. And then, of course, some Flirty Flamingo still. Thanks, Alicia. So let's talk about tonight's cards. So these are the cards we're going to make tonight. And I love them so much. We're going with, the Harley Davidson color theme here. And the one cool thing, too, about this paper is it actually uses Very Vanilla. So we're going to use lots of Very Vanilla tonight, which is good because I never use it. I always go for basic white. I don't know if you can relate with that, but I'm so glad to break out that Very Vanilla and use it on all of our cards tonight. Now, if you'd like the card kits for tonight's cards, you can place an order in my online store through this Friday, what's Friday? The 14th? I think it's the 14th. Yeah, it is. Friday, April 14th. Place your order by then of $35 before tax and shipping. Or you can place a $50 order and you'll get the card kits. And then you'll also get a full pack. Mine is very much so not a full pack. You can see that, of the matte black dots, which are sadly retiring. So of course we have to use them in one more class because they're my favorite embellishment ever. So we have to use them. Okay. So that order will get you 2 each, whichever level you choose, will get you 2 each of these. So you can make one up exactly as I do and then change your second one. You can change both of them. You can do them exactly how I do them, whatever you prefer. Okay. You can purchase anything that you want in my online store, including items from that last chance list. And there are lots of things selling out. So make sure you check that out if you haven't already. Yay, Laura got her happy mail. Woohoo. That's so fun. I shipped out lots of classes last week and I love it. I love shipping out classes. So, okay, so let's go. I know I'm sad. I'm sad about the matte black dots too, Keisha, but at least they have them in the classic dot pack, the classic matte dots. So at least we still have something. But yeah, all right, let's go ahead. We're going to put together this first card here and you can see it's so shiny. So when you do one of my classes to go, you actually do get the full card kit for everything, including the designer series paper. And I also emboss and die cut pieces for you, except using the featured bundle. So anything that uses the Legendary Ride bundle, you will need to stamp and die cut yourself. But otherwise, I'll provide it for you like this embossed piece here. So let's take a look here at this kit. We've got a basic black card base, a piece of that Ready to Ride specialty paper. Here's the other side, super fun. We've got a layer of pumpkin pie. We've got some of that silver foil paper that I embossed with the metal plate 3D embossing folder. And when you emboss this on silver, let me tell you, it feels so realistic. Like I can feel it. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Anyway, you'll have a piece of Very Vanilla to stamp and die cut your motorcycle and flame. And, oh, funny, Keisha. And then you'll also have a piece of Very Vanilla for your sentiment. So let's go ahead. We're going to start with stamping because that's always how I like to start. Typically always how I like to start. So let's grab our pumpkin pie ink pad and open that up. And we're going to stamp our motorcycle. Okay. So ink, ink, ink. And we'll stamp that down. Beautiful. Of course, who wouldn't want an orange motorcycle? I don't know. And then I'm going to use Pale Papaya for our flame. And sadly, Pale Papaya is retiring. It is one of our, now I'm not even going to remember the years. What year is it this year? 2023. It's a 2021 through 2023 in color. So it is leaving us, even though we're very lucky. We get to keep Fresh Freesia around in our color refresh. All right, now I'm opening Tuxedo Black Memento and I'm stamping this sentiment that says classic, authentic you since forever. And I am going to stamp it kind of on the bottom of this Very Vanilla piece, but have it centered left to right because I'm not going to trim that down any, okay? If you would like to trim it down, you're more than welcome to, but I'm going to leave it as is. And we are going to go ahead and die cut these. So I've got my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Let's open that up and grab our plates here. Okay, and then we'll lay this down on our thing and grab on our plates and grab our die. So I've got our basic motorcycle die here. Oh, it's got a piece of basic black stuck in it. We've got that one. So we're not going to do the detailed fancy pants stuff on these cards tonight. We're just going to do these. But if you would like to trade in, like when you get your card kit, if you'd like to switch it out and do a fancy pants motorcycle, you are obviously more than welcome to. And then we'll line up our flame here. All right, let's see. We got to get it all lined up. We're going to risk it and not add any Post-it note tape to this. And I'm going to test my luck. Hopefully nothing moves. I think my bike already did move a little bit, but I'm already committed now, right? Okay, so we'll crank this through and grab these out. Yeah, the bike did move a little bit, but it's okay. Still mostly there, right? All right, let's grab our pieces and we'll move this off to the side. We are going to die cut for our second card as well. So I'll just move my dies to the side as well. Look, that's why you use Post-it note tape. But it's okay. All right, so then we're going to go ahead and add some seal to the back of our silver piece. Now, I cut the silver piece and the pumpkin pie layer to be too long. They are longer than you need them to be. And that just allows you to kind of play with an angle. to see where you want it to sit, how slanted you want it to sit on your card, okay? So what I'm gonna do then is add some seal, and I'm adding it more in the middle of my pumpkin pie layer because I am going to make it crooked here, and so I don't want it to, it's gonna go off the edge, but I don't want it to go too far. And then you can just kind of play around and see how slanted you want it. I'm gonna go here, right about there. Okay, flip it over and we'll press it down, and you can see I just barely went over there. And then we're just going to use our paper snips to trim off the excess. Okay, you can also use your trimmer. That silver paper is pretty thick, so just be forewarned, it is going to fight you a little bit. It's going to want to stay. I know, isn't the angle kind of fun, Alicia? This one, I was having a very creative day. Do you guys know those days when you just feel very on top of your creative game? It's like everything works. And you just feel like, oh, I got it. Well, I made like 20 cards that day. And I angled this and I was like, oh, I love that. So here we are. And I know I do have some people who watch who have told me in the past that anytime I angle things or make something crooked, they can't do it. They just can't do it. And that's okay. You can make it straight as well. So, all right, we've got that piece added. Actually, I think the piece I give you is long enough where if you wanted to even go this way, you could. So, okay, we've got that added. So let's go ahead. We're going to take our sentiment then and add some seal to the back. And then I'm going to lay this down. Now I'm going to go up from my silver here a little bit, and then I'm going to go over just a teeny bit. Okay. And then we're going to add some dimensionals to the back of our motorcycle. I'm almost out, but I pre-cut my little ends here. Oh, come here. There we go. Okay. And peel off these backings. Come here. Oh my goodness gracious. They just do not want to come off. Okay, then I'm going to tack this down, and I'm going to make it so that my bike kind of covers the top line here of my sentiment, okay? Just like that. How cool is that? Okay, and then we'll flip this guy over, and I'm just going to add, you can use liquid glue for this, but I'm just going to add a little bit of seal wherever I can and attach this underneath the bike there, so it's going off like that. How cool is that? So again, this is one where you could change up the color of this bike too, and it would look so cool. All right, we'll pull in our matte black dots, which again, I have very few of left. And we'll grab a big one, and we're going to set it here. And we'll grab a little guy, and we'll set it here. Now, on my original card, that's all I did. Because I'm me, I need to make sure that I use up all of my matte black dots. So I am going to grab one more of these big ones, and I'm going to set it over there because I can't just have one left at the end of the live, right? All right, so there is the completed card for card number 1, and I love how much that shines. I know that these are supposed to be like bolts or whatever. I don't know, you use a wrench on them. That's a bolt, right? You think that with my like handy dandy clock back there, I would know, but that's not mine. So, hey Rita, thanks for joining. It's okay if you're late. We're just glad that you're here, okay? So anyway, but they don't have to be. They could just be hexagons. You don't have to make them. I was going to say techie, but what's the word? Handyman-y. Anyway. All right, let's go on to card number 2. So here's my card kit, and here is card number 2. This one is so beautiful. I love it. I just love that this section takes up like the whole front there. I don't know. Something about this card. I really, really like how this one turned out. I like how they all turned out. This week I have a hard time picking a favorite because I really do like all of them. Oh, and by the way, when I send you your envelopes this week, you're going to get vanilla envelopes. How exciting is that? Okay, so this one has a basic black card base. We've got a piece of the designer series paper, and here's the other side. So you could use the shiny side if you wanted to. We've got a piece of basic black, a layer. We've got a very vanilla die cut, and this was die cut with the radiating stitches, online exclusive dies. And I love these two. I think they're currently unavailable, but they are coming back. Hi, Lynn, welcome. And it's your first time. Well, welcome. And then I've also got a piece of very vanilla to stamp our motorcycle. So let's go ahead and we'll start again with stamping. And we will grab our pumpkin pie ink again. And remember, that is the color we used on our first card. So we don't have to clean this one off this time. We will for card number 3. But for this one, we do not have to clean it off. And we're going to go ahead and stamp that down. And I'm stamping towards the top. So this time, if I really go wonky on my die cutting, then I can stamp another one. I know, aren't they? The radiating stitches, I'm assuming, is what you're talking about, Alicia. And I agree, they are my favorite too. They are so nice. Okay, my piece might be a little bit long here, so I might have to trim this down just a little, just a hair. So I'm sorry if I'm out of camera, but I'm just going to use my trimmer and just cut a little bit of this off. So I better not mess up because I can't fit a motorcycle on that. Okay, so we've got that die cut. We'll set that on our stamp. This is the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and add our die. Okay. Beautiful. Stay, right? Then we ask it to please stay, and we crank it through. Now, when I die cut on my own, I do use my Post-it note tape, but I don't know. I've said it before. I like to risk it in my live videos. Anyway, so we've got our motorcycle die cut here, and I'm going to just put my dies away off to the side here so I don't lose them. Hint, hint, that might be related to your pillow gift. What I just said there might be related to the mystery craft box pillow gift. Just a little tease, right? Okay, then I've got my, this is my stitched, or not my stitched, my radiating stitches rectangle. And I'm going to grab the happy birthday sentiment from the Sentimental Park stamp set. And we are going to go ahead and ink this up in Tuxedo Black Memento ink. And then we're going to stamp this down. Now I am going to get my head over it. I used this stamp on one of the cards I did last week. And somebody actually commented, I posted the reel on TikTok, and somebody was like, I can't watch this because your happy birthday's crooked. And I was like, that's kind of mean. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, right? But it's fine. So note to self, I'm just going to put my head over things more so that you guys don't have to say, but that's crooked. All right, we are going to go ahead and glue our DSP down to our card front, and just add, I just did that with seal, and then we'll go ahead and burnish with the bone folder there. And then I'm going to add some seal to the back of our rectangle, our very vanilla rectangle, and layer this on to our basic black layer. Now, I just love how this gives it a little, like a fun little look, doesn't it? Like it just amplifies it with that little matte there. And we're going to add some dimensionals to the back of this. Come here. Oh, sometimes when I get to the end, my dimensional backings just like to peel right in half, like that faux suede technique. That's what they like to do. Oh, funny. Keisha said she just joined TikTok. She'll have to follow me now. Yes, it's all of the stuff I post on TikTok is also on Instagram. So if you prefer Instagram, follow me there. You'll see all the same stuff. I'm actually way more active on Instagram than TikTok, but I do post on TikTok too. So TikTok too, that sounds fun to say, right? All right, I added dimensionals to the back of this, and then we're gonna go ahead and get this centered. Now, it's not quite 4 1/4 inches, which is the size of our card base here. It's a little bit less, but you are gonna wanna watch as you place it down to make sure you don't go over the edge, okay? But you can see there's a little tiny, maybe you can't see. Let me do this. Can you see that? There's a little tiny margin there, okay? Maybe like 1/8 of an inch total on both sides, okay? And then we're just gonna add some dimensionals to the back of our motorcycle and get that popped up onto our card. Peel off those backings and pop that right on. Like that, and then we're going to finish off with our matte black dots. So again, I'm going to grab one of the big ones, and I'm going to stick it down here. Okay, so I started with the big one, and it's right there, and then I'm going to take a little one and set it right to the left. So maybe I shouldn't say right to the left, but to the left, right next to it on the left-hand side there. And that's card number 2. Look at how fun that was. So here are my matte black dots. They kind of blend in with the designer series paper on the video. But yes, super duper fun. You could also add some Wink of Stella to the bike. I think that would be really fun. Hey, Lori, no worries. Like I told Rita, it's okay. As long as you're here, we're happy. Don't worry about being late. All right, so let's go on to our final card. And before we do that, we're just going to clean off our motorcycle real quick. I treated myself to a new chamois about maybe a week ago or so. So that's why it's so clean. Not really super clean, but it's kind of clean. Cleaner than my last one, right? Okay, so let's go to our final card for this week, which, oh, upside down. There we go, which is this one. How fun is that one? So again, really fun one. And you can swap out the orange for another color if you would like to. And let's go ahead. So this card kit comes with a thick basic, oh my gosh, not basic white, a very vanilla. If I've said basic white tonight, I mean very vanilla. Comes with a thick, very vanilla card base, a very vanilla layer, a piece of the Ready to Ride Specialty Designer Series paper. This one's shiny also. You'll have 2 layers of pumpkin pie cardstock. You'll have a piece of very vanilla. See, I got to test myself. I start to jinx myself. So you have a piece of very vanilla cardstock for your motorcycle to stamp and die cut. I think earlier I said we weren't die cutting on this card, but we are. And then you'll also have a piece of very vanilla for your sentiment. So let's start again with stamping. Let's do our sentiment this time. We're going to grab our Tuxedo Black Memento ink and ink up the Ride On, It's Your Birthday. How cute is that? I love this set. Maybe I shouldn't call this set cute, but you know. And then we're going to go ahead and add that. And like the first card, I am going to stamp it more towards the bottom because that top part is going to get hidden by our motorcycle, okay? So we can close that up. And let me grab Basic Gray. And we are going to use Basic Gray for our motorcycle this time. So we've got that, and then we'll grab our motorcycle, which we did already clean off from card number 2. Don't forget to do that. Okay, and ink this up, and then we'll stamp the motorcycle down. Okay, and I'll just leave it sitting there for a second while I close this and peel that off. I heard another demonstrator say once that you let it sit there so it can marinate. I agree, Alicia. Alicia says she only uses very vanilla cardstock when it's in the Designer Series paper, and I do fully agree with you there. I need to use it more because it truly is a pretty color, but I definitely use Basic White a lot more than I use very vanilla. So, whoops, I just moved that myself. Did you see that? I totally just put my plate on there and then I moved it. But yes, I do agree. I use it only when it's in the DSP. So, all right, let's crank this through. That's why it's nice too. If you don't have very vanilla in your stash, when you order this card kit from me this week, you'll get your very vanilla so you can play with it. Okay. Oh, Laura, you use it in the fall. I don't even use it in the fall. I really do only tend to use it when it's in the paper, which is kind of sad. I should use it more, but okay, that's what you need. You just need it to be in paper so that you can use it. And then, you know, then you'd learn to love it again. Oh, Lori agrees. She says she uses vanilla during the fall and winter. So, okay, I am adding some seal to this strip of the DSP. And then we'll go ahead and tack this in onto our very vanilla layer. And I am putting it totally centered. Sorry, you can't see that. I'm putting it as centered as I possibly can. Then we'll add some seal to the back of our layer here and add this to our card front. Okay, and then we'll fold and burnish. And I love that these stripes or these tire tracks, I love that pattern. It's so fun. All right, then we've got our 2 pumpkin pie layers, and we are going to adhere the smaller one to the larger one. Okay, and add that just like so. Okay, flip that over, and we'll add some dimensionals to the back of this pumpkin pie layer. Okay, I am excited. I feel like I need to use up all of these dimensionals now too. Use up the whole sheet on the video tonight. Do you guys ever relate to that? I think we're gonna. I left just enough for the motorcycle, so I think we're gonna be able to throw away an empty sheet of dimensionals, which is always exciting. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna add that to the center of our card here. Okay, then we'll flip over our sentiment and add some seal. And we can tack this down. Now you can add the sentiment before you add the dimensionals to the pumpkin pie layer. You can totally do that part first, okay? So we've got that. Then we're gonna add some dimensionals to the back of our motorcycle. And look at that. Buy empty sheet of dimensionals. What is more satisfying? Finishing a sheet of dimensionals or starting a new one? Let me know. What do you think is more satisfying? I don't know. I feel like finishing a sheet is more satisfying for me. So Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Lori, I've got so many that I know I have more. All right, we're going to add that. Again, I'm using the motorcycle to cover the top of my sentiment there. Okay, so it's just a natural seam all the way through. And then we are going to add our matte black dots. And I am going to add the big one back there and then the small one right next to it. And there we go. Then we can throw this away now too, right? So there we go. That's our third card. We're done. Look at that. Look at how fast this week's cards are. So perfect masculine cards. All of them work great for birthday cards as well. And you can, of course, switch out sentiments if you need to. Oh, funny, Keisha. All right, so let me pull in all 6 of our cards here so you can see them all. So we've got the ones we made tonight, I think on the top. I don't know. And the ones that I made before on the bottom. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. They look the same. I don't remember which ones I made tonight. Oh, yes, Lynn, we use every bit of the dimensionals, of course. Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed tonight's live video. I know it doesn't all fit on the screen. I think I need to make my camera mount a little bit higher. I switched over my layout here so that my face can be in the bottom corner. And so you see less of my desktop. So I need to work on that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you would like the card kits for this week's cards, all you have to do is place an order in my online store for $35 before tax and shipping. You get the kits to make 2 each of these cards. So you get to make 6 cards total. And a $50 order will also get a full pack of the matte black dots, which we used on the cards. Mine is now empty, so it's, you know, the leftovers are the plastic sheets in the trash, but you will get a full sheet of those from me because we are so sad that they're retiring because they work so great with this set. Also, just one more reminder that tonight is the last chance to join the Ready to Ride Mystery Craft Box. I've got all of the information in my newsletter. If you get that, it went out this morning. I also have a YouTube video that I filmed and put out. I believe it was last week now. And you can go watch that. But if you are ready to register, make sure you email me tonight, Tuesday, April 11th, 2023. Email me for that registration link and I will get it to you ASAP so you can get your mystery craft box. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say about that. But yeah. Oh, and then one more reminder, because I know we had a few people hop on late, but I did also put out in my newsletter today that I am selling Stampin' Blends labels. So here's what they look like when you add them to your blends. There's enough so you can put them on both caps, both sides, and they're super awesome. So you can check those out on my online store as well under the digital download tab. Okay. All right, I think that's all. If you have any questions, please feel free to email or message me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week. Bye for now.